Yeah, let's close our eyes. Pay attention to our breathing. Breathe in through our nose and breathe out through the mouth. Pay attention to your posture. Breathe in lots of positivity. And breathe out any emotions or feelings that are disturbing. Breathe in love, faith, and integrity. Breathe out any perceived blocks to love, faith, and integrity. Breathe in peace and prosperity. And breathe out any area of your life where you feel lack of abundance. Abundance in love, faith, financial, anything of that sort. Breathe in joy and care. Feel the joy in every cell of your body and release all the sadness. Resume normal breathing. Invoke your ancestors. Feel their presence in your space. And seek their blessings. Align with your higher consciousness. Feel your body getting aligned with it. Feel that calmness sweep over your body and mind. Invoke radical consciousness and prime resource energy. Express your gratitude. To these frequencies and energies that align us to become the channels of love, faith, integrity, peace, prosperity, joy, and care. Feel the physical world around you. Listen to the sounds, feel the chair that you're sitting on. Come back to the reality. Feel the connect with Mother Earth. Become grounded. So you can become aware of your thoughts. And we can admit ourselves under the loving care of radical consciousness. To evolve spiritually. Thank you. The reading for this morning is FLL22, which is Left Surrender Chakra. It is a reminder to continue to put our best foot forward with an attitude of surrender. Some of the keywords that will help us today are constant surrender, persistence with surrender, constant surrender with higher consciousness and faith. Only with consistent and persistent faith, you will be able to continue putting your best foot forward with an attitude of surrender. You have probably tried resisting in the past. You have probably tried rebelling in the past. Trust your inner guidance. Continue having faith in the greater good behind all designs and moves of life. Continue with an attitude of total surrender with faith and inner strength. You are being guided to continue putting your best foot forward in a certain direction. So we'll explore this chakra today and see what comes up for us. Asha, will you repeat after me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I R5 my need to surrender with faith.
I R5 my need to surrender with faith. I R5 my need to surrender with faith. I R5 my need to surrender with faith.
I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength.
I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength. I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength. I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength. I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength. I R5 my need to surrender with inner strength.
I R5 my need to resist surrendering.
I R5 my need to resist surrendering. I R5 my need to resist surrendering. I R5 my need to resist. I R5 my need to resist surrendering. I R5 my need to resist surrendering.
I R5 my need to rebel.
I R5 my need to rebel. I R5 my need to rebel. I R5 my need to rebel. I R5 my need to rebel.
I R5 my need to complain.
I R5 my need to complain. I R5 my need to complain. I R5 my need to complain. I R5 my need to complain. I R5 my need to complain. I R5 my need to complain.
I R5 my need to compare.
I R5 my need to compare. I R5 my need to compare. I R5 my need to compare. I R5 my need to compare.
I R5 my association of surrendering with losing.
I R5 my need to
My
surrendering with losing.
association.
I R5 my need to.
I R5 my association of surrendering with losing.
I R5 my need of surrendering with losing.
My
I
association.
R5, okay.
No, I think if I surrender, that means I'm a loser.
Okay.
And I don't want to lose. That's why I don't surrender. So
Okay.
there is an association of surrendering with losing.
I R5 my association of surrendering with losing. I R5 my association of surrendering with losing. I R5 my association of surrendering with losing. I R5 my association of surrendering with losing. I R5 my association of surrendering with losing.
I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection.
I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. What does it means, ma'am? I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection.
Yeah, when I surrender, that means people reject me, or because I'm afraid of being rejected, I surrender. I don't surrender with faith. I don't surrender with integrity. I surrender because I fear being rejected. Okay, sometimes, in the families, we have issues. And I feel like if I don't give in, if I don't adjust, then people will reject me. That is why with reluctance, with resistance, I appear um, to give in or to adjust or to compromise. But there is a lot of disturbance inside. So what the statements are trying to make us understand are, there is a bigger design for us. There is guidance for us to move a certain way, and we are attracting certain people and certain situations that will help us grow. But if I keep resisting, or if I do not surrender, then I'm not listening to that guidance. I'm going away from my path of my life purpose. So if I surrender with faith to that guidance, it is not to people, but to that higher guidance, higher frequencies. It is like this young child blindly trusting parents.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? So when I put a baby on the bed, the baby will not worry, what if I roll, and what if I fall, what will happen to me? The baby doesn't worry, it will purely trust. Even if you put the baby on a compound wall, he'll happily sleep.
Okay.
Right? So that should be the way we surrender to the higher consciousness, to the radical consciousness, to the prime resource energy, and seek guidance to put our best foot forward under any given circumstance. If we can have that in our mind, and we won't have it in our mind because we have associations, we fear automatically. The minute we think surrender, we think we'll be rejected. So we are clarifying those statements to break that association. So we won't automatically get into that thought pattern.
Okay.
Yeah. So I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection.
I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. R5 my association of surrendering with rejection. I R5 my association of surrendering with rejection.
Okay. So now once we have done this breaking of recognizing there is an association, we need to associate it with that which will help us. So growth is what every human being wants. So I want to associate surrendering with growth. So I do the positive statement now where I R5 my association of surrendering with growth.
I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth. I R5 my association of surrendering with growth.
Yeah,
I
I
R5
R5 my association of surrendering with love.
I R5 my association of surrendering with love. 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 R5 my association of surrendering with love.
I
R5 my
R5 my association of surrendering with faith and integrity.
R5 my association of surrendering with faith and integrity. R5 my association of surrendering with faith and integrity. R5 my faith of association of surrendering with faith and integrity. R5, my association of surrendering with faith and integrity.
I R5, my association of surrendering with peace and prosperity.
I R5, my association of surrendering with peace and prosperity. I R5, my association of surrendering with peace and prosperity. I R5, my
Association.
association of surrendering with peace and integrity. I R5, my association of surrendering with peace and integrity.
I R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity.
I R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity. R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity. R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity. I R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity. R5, my association of surrendering with prosperity.
I R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care.
I R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care. R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care. R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care. R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care. R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care. I R5, my association of surrendering with joy and care.
The more I surrender, the more I prosper.
The more I surrender, the more I prosper. The more I surrender, the more I prosper. The more I surrender, the more I prosper. The more I surrender, the more I prosper. The more I surrender, the more I prosper. The more I surrender, the more I prosper.
I
The more I
admit my
surrender,
need to surrender under the loving care of radical consciousness.
I admit my need of surrender under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my need of surrender under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my need of surrender under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my need of surrender under the loving care of radical consciousness.
I surrender to my higher consciousness.
I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness. I surrender to my higher consciousness.
Any thoughts? Any feelings?
Many pictures of past come on in mind.
I R5, my need to surrender my past memories.
I R5, my need to surrender my past memories. I R5, my need to surrender my past memories. I R5, my need to surrender my past memory. R5, my need to surrender my past memories.
I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness.
I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my past memory under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness. I admit my past memories under the loving care of radical consciousness.
Yeah, when you understand that past memories also helped you grow. Right?
Okay.
Maybe, I mean, see, because of certain memories, certain things, whatever, you may have chosen radical, and because through radical, you're growing spiritually. So
Okay.
there is an association of suffering with growth.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Every time there's a problem that comes up, we look up for some remedy, some solution, something, and through that we grow. But now with this awareness, we don't want to grow through suffering. We want to grow through inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Okay.
attract suffering? Why live in past memories?
Okay.
right? So I grow with inspiration.
I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow
Does
with
it sound
inspiration.
okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with comfort life. I grow with comfort life. I grow with comfort life. I grow with peace. 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 I R5 association of grow with chatpatahat. 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 I R5 my inner peace. I R5 my inner peace. I R5 my inner peace. I R5 my integrity. I R5 my integrity. I R5 my integrity. My integrity is my source love. My integrity is my soul's 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 love. Being rejected is my soul's love. Being rejected is my soul's love. Being rejected is my soul's love. Being in victim mind state is my soul's love. Being in victim mind state is my soul's love. Being in victim mind state is my soul's love. All the people around me are my soul's love. All the people around me is my soul's love. All the people around me is my soul's love. My need to worry 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 is my soul's love. No faith on higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in my higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in higher consciousness is my soul's love. No faith in higher consciousness is my soul's love. No understanding everything is happening in the guidance of higher consciousness is my soul's love. No understanding that everything is happening for a reason is my soul's love. No understanding that everything is happening for a reason is my soul's love. No understanding everything is happening for a reason is my soul's love. No understanding everything is happening for a reason is my soul's love. No understanding everything is happening for a reason. Confused in situation is my soul's love. Being confused always in situation is my soul's love. Being confused always in situation is my soul's love. Being worried about the situation always is my soul's love. Being worried about the situation is my soul's love. Being worried about the situation is my soul's love. Being worried about the situation is my soul's love. Being worried about the situation is my soul's love. Every situation is comes with thought of worry is my soul's love. Every situation comes with a thought of worry is my soul's love.
My need to invite worryful situations.
My need to invite worry for the situation is my soul's love.
Worryful situations.
Yes.
My need for worryful situations.
My need for worryful situation is my soul's love. My need for worryful situation is my soul's love. My need for worryful situation is my soul's love. My
I
need
R5 my association of worryful situations with growth.
I R5 my need to
my association.
My R5 association of worryful situation for growth. My need to
I R5 my association of worryful situations with growth.
I R5 my association of peripheral situation with growth. I R5 my need of my association of peripheral situation with growth is my soul's love. My
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 association.
I R5 my association of peripheral situation is my soul's love. Ma'am, whenever is times come to choose peripheral situation to be live in happy and calm state.
Hmm.
Always mind choose very full situation. It may be possible
Because
that
that's a comfort zone.
happiness come in come and prosperity come, but it's mind choose always negative uh,
Right.
thoughts
Right. Because
about
again,
the
there is
situation.
association.
It may be is a happy situation. It may be is good situation, but mind choose always something negative in that situation. This is a mind
Correct.
state.
Correct. See, we are conditioned, right? As you were growing up, people told you, don't laugh too much, you will cry. Don't be too happy, it may go away. Right?
They
But
sometimes it's happen in every situation. It may be that is good situation, that is better situation, but some around it people says, "Uff, बहुत tension है, बहुत हालत खराब है,
right, right.
हालत खराब है."
Because nazar lag jayegi.
In their mindset they are like that people कि हालत खराब है, क्या होगा, what will happen because हालत खराब है.
That's conditioning. That's what we do, just R5s with associations, is to understand that we have associated kharab halat with growth.
Okay.
Right? Because situation is bad and I do something about it, and because of that I grow.
Okay.
Right? So now we have to associate growth with inspiration again. खराब हालत से ग्रो नहीं होने का है. Right?
Okay.
I grow with inspiration.
I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration. I grow with inspiration.
You can also say I grow with
I
surrender
R5.
and inspiration.
I I grow with inspiration. I grow with surrender. I
Yeah.
grow with surrender. I R5 association of no faith in me. I R5 association of no faith in me, in myself. I R5 association of no faith in myself and look outside. I R5 my need to no faith in myself and look outside. I R5 my association of no faith in myself and look outside always. I R5 my need of no faith in myself and look outside for help. I R5
Yeah.
my
I
association.
R5 I need to trust my inner strength.
I R5 my need to trust my inner strength. I R5 my need to trust my inner strength. I R5 my need to trust my inner strength. R5 my need to trust my inner strength. I R5 my need to trust my inner strength. I R5 my need to trust my inner strength. R5 my need to trust my inner strength. R5 my
I
need to
grow
trust.
with trusting my inner strength.
I grow with trusting my inner strength. I grow with trusting my inner strength. I grow with trusting my inner strength. I grow with trusting inner strength. Inner strength. I grow with trusting 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 inner strength. I R5 association of people making fun of me with growth. I R5 association of people making fun of me with growth. I R5 association of people making fun of me with growth. I R5 association of people being rejecting me with growth. R5 my association of people rejecting me with growth. I R5 my need of, my association of people rejecting me with growth. I R5 my inferiority complex with growth. I R5 my association of inferiority complex with growth. I R5 my association of inner inferiority complex with growth. I R5 my association of inferiority complex with growth. I R5 my association of inferiority complex with growth. I R5 my association of inferiority complex with growth.
Yeah, so
I R5 association of not recognize my abundance with growth. I R5 my association of not recognize abundance.
I R5 scarcity, my association of scarcity with growth.
I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of scarcity with growth. I R5 my association of not complete any work fully with growth. I R5 my association of not completing every work with growth. I R5 not completing every work with growth.
I R5 my association of incomplete work with growth.
I R5 my association of incomplete work with growth. I R5 my association of incomplete work with growth. I R5 my association of incomplete work with growth. I R5 my association of incomplete work with growth. I R5 association of doing too many things at a time with growth. I R5 my association of doing too many things that I can't handle with growth. I R5 doing too many things at one time with growth.
I R5 multitasking with growth.
I R5 multitasking with growth. I R5 multitasking with growth. I R5 multitasking with growth. R5 multitasking with growth. R5 multitasking with growth. I 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 R5 multitasking with growth.
See, we have so many associations with growth, right?
Yes,
Multitasking, pleasing people, getting rejected by people, not telling that I don't have enough, etc., etc. So all this you submit, I grow by surrendering. I grow by surrendering my adversities.
I grow.
Association with adversities. I grow by surrendering my association with adversities.
I grow by surrendering my association of adversity by surrendering.
Let's simplify it. I grow by surrendering my adversities.
I grow by
surrendering. I grow. See,
grow.
basically, I grow. Okay, that's also a statement. I grow. Now, how do I grow? I grow by surrendering. That is also another statement you can say. I grow by surrendering. Now, what am I surrendering? The adversities.
I grow by surrendering adversity.
My adversities.
My adversity. I grow by surrendering 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 my adversity. I grow
Does
by
that
surrendering
feel right?
Yes, I grow by surrendering my adversity. 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 I grow by surrendering my need
adversity.
to put my best foot forward is my soul love. My need to put my best foot forward is my soul love. Is it correct, ma'am?
Yeah. I need to put my best foot forward is my soul's love.
My need to put my
with the reason when would I put my best foot forward is when I surrender or when I'm aware.
Okay.
right? So whatever comes to my mind, going by today's chakra, whatever comes to my mind, and that is not right, or I don't feel in alignment, I surrender that. That is adversity. Any adversity, I don't feel aligned, I don't feel comfortable. I submit it, I surrender that. Right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
don't I don't get into past memories. I don't get into complaining, blaming, comparing, etc. I just surrender it. I just let go.
Okay. So what will be today's statement, ma'am?
Hmm?
What will be the today's statement?
It is I surrender, I grow by surrendering my adversities.
Grow by surrendering my adversity. I grow by surrendering my adversity. I grow by surrendering my adversity. I
Any
grow by
adverse
surrendering.
association, right? I just surrender it.
Okay.
Okay,
I grow.
basically look for all the discomforts during the day, any small things that irritate you, any minor change in weather, no power, milk spilling over, every small thing that irritates you, surrender that. Okay, they are not the
Okay.
big things. The small things add up to become big things.
Okay.
So have that, I surrender. I grow by surrendering. I grow by, even that much is enough. I grow by surrendering. So every discomfort you feel, surrender it, and you feel that you have achieved something. That's the growth.
Okay. I grow by surrendering. I grow by surrendering. I grow
Yeah.
by surrendering. I grow by surrendering. I grow by surrendering. I grow by surrendering. I
Yeah.
grow by surrendering. I grow by
Lakshmi, you have
surrendering.
anything to share?
Yes, ma'am. Throughout this recitation, I was feeling very intense energies on my third eye chakra.
Mm.
So, like, yeah, it was much needed, I can say. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Asha.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
Have a good
Yeah.
day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.